Well, living in a free country does not come without a price. Because of the sacrifice of our men and women to keep us free is why we are here today. There is one day out of the year where we honor and recognize those who have served and those who still serve, and that is Veterans Day. I'm excited to introduce you to this year's celebrity Grand Marshal. I'm going to set him up. He's a six-time UFC champion. He made history being inducted into the Hall of Fame. You also know him from the action franchise, The Expendables. And most importantly, he is an Army veteran. Sergeant Randy Couture joins us this morning on Sonora and Living. What an honor, Randy, to have you. This is so exciting. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
I know you are. I know you're excited about this, and I don't want to make you, nervous about this particular day. There's a lot happening, but I want everybody at home to know just a little bit about you. So you served in the military, in the Army. Can you give us just a little bit of how you went from serving in the Army to UFC champion?
Well, I joined the service at 18 years old to support a bludgeoning, blossoming family. I had a son on the way and did not want to be a deadbeat like my father. And we got married at a very young age. My daughter was actually born in Germany when I was stationed there. My first duty station was Hanau, West Germany. Spent 6 years in that uniform. And I think you look at the world in a very particular way after taking that oath and wearing that uniform. That certainly was the case for me, and that's not a switch you turn off. I feel that way to this day. So happy to be involved in this. To be the Grand Marshal of a Veterans Day parade is a huge honor for me. Won my first world championship wearing that uniform in 1988. That led me down the road to winning 6 more world championships in mixed martial arts. And the military prepared me very, very well for the details, paying attention to detail, and getting down the road and having some success.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the reasons why we're so excited to have you, is that for a lot of military servicemen and women, they hit a bump in the road when they're not serving any longer and are a little lost. So you are certainly sending a very positive message, and we thank you for that. I want to bring in Paula Padine. She's executive director of the parade, and having Randy there. I mean, gosh, Paula, kudos. This is so exciting. But give us just a snapshot of maybe I know you got some new things happening this year. What can we expect?
So we have a couple of new balloons. One is a Purple Heart medal, which was commissioned by George Washington, and the other one is a 40-foot tall Uncle Sam balloon. We have 9 high school marching bands, lots of floats, lots of color guards, and lots of sparkle is what we like to say.
Well, I think Randy's big sparkle too. Randy, you do know that over 50,000 people line the street. So I hope you're prepared for this, right?
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
It is going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing because a lot of people, look forward to this day. And Randy, I'm guessing that you probably know this, that so many veterans were not honored as they came back from war. A lot of the Vietnam veterans. This day is so important to so many men and women out there. What would your personal message be to them? I know you can't talk to everybody, and I know you'd love to, but what would you like to say to them?
Well, I think, the climate certainly has changed a lot since Vietnam, and everybody wants to say thank you for your service, but we can do better than that. We can step up and do more. Uncle Sam can't handle all of the service members that are out there right now since 9/11 and the war on terror. So any way that you can find to help one of these men and women that wore that uniform and that now are in that transition state, trying to come back to the civilian life in this country, they need our help. And so finding a way to help them, it could be as simple as starting your own foundation. I started mine to provide some finances and awareness for that transition, which is wrought full of self-medication and adrenaline-seeking behavior that we know the stats. They're not great. I don't think they're ever going to be 0, but 22 a day is ridiculous. And we have to do a better job.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your message, and thank you for attending and being present. And our veterans are going to so appreciate that. Paula, we can't wait. All right, let me give the details. Here we go. Mark your calendars right now. It's Honoring America's Veterans, Phoenix Veterans Day Parade, Tuesday, November 11th. It starts at 11 right there at Montebello and Central. Learn more. Visit honoringamericasveterans.org/parade.